and one example on correlated subquery. Very clearly, we discussed the execution process and one example we have said. In today's session, I want to introduce. Okay, so let me cover one more example on correlated subquery, another example on correlated subquery. After that, we discuss about exists operator, then not exists operator. These two operators we discuss. Then we discuss about what is this row ID. As a developer, we must know this one. Just a minute, sir. Please wait. My system is slow. Please wait. See here. So initially I start with another example on correlated subquery. After that, we discuss about exists, not exists. Then we discuss about row ID. With this, correlated subqueries topic will be finished. And subqueries topic will be finished. Next chapter name is constraints. I give introduction on constraints also. Very easy chapter. In all chapters, the most easiest chapter is constraints. Very easily you can understand. Now see the example. The question is, display the employee records who are earning maximum salary in each department. So in previous session, we have seen this example. Who are earning more than their department. This example we have seen. Display the employee records who are earning more than their department. If employee salary is greater than is the department average salary, then display. This query we have written. Okay, but now the question is, display the employee records who are earning maximum salary in each department. So what is the logic here is, if employee salary is equals to that employee department's maximum salary, that employee is earning maximum salary. Simple. So in previous example, we found average salary. Now we need to find maximum salary. In the previous example, we used greater than operator. Now we have to use equals operator. You tell me this query, sir. In the previous session, we have written this. E-name, salary, department number. 3 columns I want to get. If employee salary is greater than that employee department's average salary, display. Tell me this last query, sir. Previous session, last query. What we have read? From EMPE, here alias name is compulsory. Where? What we have to do? Salary greater than, find that employee department's average salary. So write like this. Select where salary greater than, select find average salary from EMP, where department number equals to that employee department number. So pass employee department number to the inner query, E dot department number. That's it. This is the final query. Our previous session, last query was this one. But now the question is, display the employee records who are earning maximum salary in each department. So in employee department, find maximum salary. So if employee salary equals to that employee department's maximum salary, then he is earning maximum salary in that department. That's it. Let me show this one only. Login as or batch user. Set page size and line size as 200. Clear the script. Observe table data here. Break on department number, skip one, duplicates. This you already know. Okay. Observe the table data here. See here. Understand no? I am arranging records department wise ascending order. Within department, salaries descending order. Notice here. In the 10th department, what is the maximum salary, sir? Again, I am asking. In the 10th department, what is the maximum salary? 5,000. Who is earning this maximum salary? Okay. This we want. Display the employee records who are earning maximum salary in each department. In the 10th department, King is earning. In the 28th department, what is the maximum salary? గిట చూసి చెప్పాలి అమ్మా గిట మనం డిసెండింగ్ ఆర్డర్ లో అరేంజ్ చేసినాం सैलरीज नी डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर लो अरेंज చేసినాం सैलरीज डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर में अरेंज करे डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर बोले तो क्या है फर्स्ट सैलरी जो है वो मैक्सिमम सैलरी है वो बोलना है अपन देख के बोलना है बोलो in 10th department what is the maximum salary who is earning king in the 28th department what is the maximum salary who are earning Scott and Ford two employees are earning in 38th department what is the maximum salary then 850 who is earning Blake this is the output we want to get in the 10th department King is earning maximum salary in 28th department Scott and Ford are earning maximum salary in 30th department Blake is earning maximum salary display the employees who are earning maximum salary in each department. In 10th department, King is earning. In 28th department, Scott and Ford are earning. In 30th department, Blake is earning. This output we want. So what is the logic here? Is employee salary is equals to that employee department's maximum salary. If employee salary equals to that employee department's maximum salary, he is earning maximum salary in his department. Understand this point? See here. Example, I'm taking King employee. 10th department, first employee, King. King. What is this King salary? Observe 5,000. So employee salary 5,000. Employee salary 5,000. Find that employee department's maximum salary. King employee working in 10th department. So find 10th department maximum salary. 10th department maximum salary is 5,000. So 10th department maximum salary 5,000. Observe employee salary 5,000. He is working in 10th department. Is the department maximum salary 5,000? So if employee salary equals to that employee department's maximum salary, this employee is maximum salary in the department. King is earning maximum salary in 10th department. This we have to select. Suppose take second employee. Second employee, clerk, is salary 2,450. He is working in 10th department. Second employee, clerk, is salary 2,450. He is working in 10th department. 10th department maximum salary 5,000. Is employee salary equals to his department maximum salary? No. He is not earning maximum salary in the 10th department. Are you understanding? అర్థమవుతుందా అమ్మా employee salary if employee salary is equals to is the department's maximum salary that employee is earning maximum salary in that department Okay, here employee salary is 5,000. He is working in 10th department. His department maximum salary is 5,000. So employee salary equals to department maximum salary. So this employee earning maximum salary in the department. Here employee salary 2,450. That employee department maximum salary 5,000. So this condition falls. This employee not earning maximum salary in his department. This logic only I'm applying now. Okay. So this is the final query. That employee department's maximum salary we are finding. If employee salary equals to that employee department's maximum salary, he is earning maximum salary in his department. Same previous session, last query only. In this, I used AVG function. Here I am using max function. In that, I used greater than function. Here I am using equals function. That's it. Now, see the execution process. What is happening? Understand here. Let me take sample data to understand this. Observe here. So this is a table data. Okay, for our understanding purpose, each department maximum salary I'm writing. In the 10th department, maximum salary is 30,000. In 28 department, what is the maximum salary? In 28 department, what is the maximum salary? In 28 department, what is the maximum salary? ఓకే ఇంట్రెస్ట్ లేకపోతే చెప్పండి అమ్మా ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆపేద్దాం మరి ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంటే రెస్పాన్స్ ఇవ్వాలి నాకు నేనేం టఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతలేను ఇక్కడ చూసి చెప్పొచ్చు నువ్వు 28 डिपार्टमेंट లో मैक्सिमम सैलरी ఎంత అని అడుగుతాను మనం 28 डिपार्टमेंट में मैक्सिमम सैलरी कितना है मैं पूछ रहा हूं इधर देख के बोल सकते हैं आप 20,000 है बोलो जी చెప్పమ్మా in 38 department what is the maximum salary 50,000 now follow this execution process in a correlated subquery. First, which query will be executed? In correlated subquery, first which query will be executed? Outer query. What it will do? What it will do? What it will do? Selects arrow. Selects arrow. ఇంటికెళ్ళి నోట్స్ రిఫర్ చేస్తే మనకు వస్తుంది సబ్జెక్ట్ ఇంటికెళ్ళి మళ్ళీ క్లాస్కి వస్తే రాదు outer query passes value to outer query passes value to inner query second step next third step inner query will be executed fourth step inner query passes value to the outer query fifth step outer query condition will be tested if condition true selects row otherwise row will not be selected this only I explained in the previous session first outer query will be executed it selects the row outer query passes value to inner query then inner query will be executed inner query passes value to outer query then outer query condition will be tested if condition is true selects the row these 5 steps will be executed repeatedly apply these 5 steps to this example now tell me now first which query will be executed outer or inner first which query will be executed outer or inner outer query what outer query will do what outer query will do selects the row first row selected this outer query passing e dot department number value outer query passing e dot department number value to inner query what is e dot department number value it finds 10th department maximum salary what is 10th department maximum salary 30,000. Employee salary, what is employee salary? 10,000. Is employee salary equals to, is the department maximum salary? No, false. Means this employee not earning maximum salary in his department. Are you understanding, sir? Is employee salary equals to, is the department maximum salary or not? We are testing. Okay, once again I am telling. First outer query executed. Outer query selecting first row. Outer query is passing E dot department number value to the inner query. E dot department number value is 10. E dot department number value is 10. It is finding 10th department maximum salary. 10th department maximum salary is 30,000. This first employee working in 10th department is the department maximum salary. We are finding 30,000. That employee salary 10,000. So is 10,000 equals to, is 10,000 equals to, is the department maximum salary 30,000? We are testing. Condition is false. So this employee not earning maximum salary in his department. Next, outer query select second row. Little bit fast I explain, sir. Because of you already know the execution process. Little bit fast I explain. Outer query executed again. Selecting second row. Outer query passing E dot department number value to the inner query. E dot department number value is 20. It finds 28 department maximum salary. 28 department maximum salary. 20,000 only. So 28 department maximum salary 20,000. Employee salary 20,000. Is employee salary equals to his department maximum salary? Is this condition true? Yes, true. So this row will be selected. This B employee earning maximum salary in his department. This B employee, he is earning maximum salary in his department. So in 28 department, who is earning maximum salary according to this data? B. Employee salary 20,000. Is the department maximum salary 20,000? Is 20,000 equals to 20,000 true? Like this it works. Next, last time I am explaining, sir. For third row I am explaining. For remaining rows, same steps. For understanding purpose, third one I am explaining. Third and fourth, true I explain. Observe. Outer query is selecting third row. Outer query passing E dot department number value to the inner query. E dot department number value is 30. Employee working in 38 department. 38 department maximum salary is finding. 38 department maximum salary 50,000. Employee salary 30,000. Is employee salary equals to 38 department maximum salary? False. Is not earning maximum salary in his department. Next, outer query selecting fourth row. It is passing E dot department number value to the inner query. This employee working in 10th department. E dot department number value 10. 10th department maximum salary 30,000. Employee salary 30,000. Is 30,000 equals to 30,000? It is checking. Yes, true. So employee salary equals to, is a department maximum salary. So this employee is earning maximum salary in his department. In the 10th department, this employee is earning maximum salary. In the same way, this employee working in 28 department. So employee salary 10,000, is department maximum salary 20,000. So is 10,000 equals to 20,000? False. Next employee working in 38 department. 38 department maximum salary. Sorry, 38 department maximum salary 50,000. Is 50,000 equals to 50,000? True. So this employee is earning maximum salary in his department. So the key point is this one. ఈ పాయింట్ నీకు తెలియకపోతే ఈ క్వెరీ రాదు. Is employee salary equals to employee department's maximum salary or not? We are checking. That's it. This is correlated subquery. Observe that query only I am running. I already told. In the 10th department, King is earning maximum salary. In the 20 Scott and Ford. Check here. In 10th department, King is earning maximum salary. In 28 department, Scott and Ford. In 30, so the employees who are earning maximum salary in each department, we are getting. In the 30, Blake is earning maximum salary. We got correct output here. Okay. So the previous session, we have written this query. Display the employees who are earning more than their department's average salary. Here the logic is, if employee salary greater than is a department's average salary. Now same query, is employee salary equals to is a department's maximum salary or not, we are checking. So instead of using AVG, we are using max here. Instead of using greater than, we are using equals to. Equals. Okay. Did you understand this query, sir? అర్థమైందా ఇది? Unnamed students, please confirm. Is it clear? Suppose the question is like this. Display the employee records. Display most senior record in each department. So who is the most senior I want in each department? Observe the table data here. When I ask the questions, give the response here. To bring answer from you, sometimes I ask the questions. Simple questions I ask. You tell me now. 10th department has 3 employees. In the 10th department, who is the most senior? In 10th department, who is the most senior? Clark is the most senior. Observe, this employee joined in June 1981, November 1981, January 1982. So who is the most senior here? June 1918. Clark is the senior. So in the 10th department, Clark is the senior. This I want. You tell me now, in the 28th department, who is the most senior? Smith. See, this employee joined in 1980. But these employees joined in 81, 82, 83. So this person is senior. In 38 department, Alan is senior. So this is most senior hire date. Is it minimum hire date or maximum hire date? Minimum hire date. Minimum hire date means maximum experience. 1980 is less value than 81, 82, 83. 1980 is less value than 81, 82, 83. Okay, 1980 is less than 1981, 1982 and 1983. This is minimum value. Minimum hire date means most senior. So the logic here is, if employee hire date is equals to, if employee hire date is equals to that employee department's minimum hire date. So we have to find that employee department's minimum hire date. Understand this point now? If employee hire date, so Smith employee joined on 17 December 1980. If employee hire rate equals to, find his department's minimum hire rate. These are 28 department hire rates. In 28 department hire rates, this is the minimum hire rate. So if employee hire rate is equals to that department's minimum hire rate, then he is the most senior. Employee hire date is 17 December 80. Is the department minimum hire date is 17 December 80. So this employee is most senior. Smith is most senior. So the logic is, if employee hire date equals to that employee department's minimum hire date. Then he is the senior. Suppose this employee joined on 2nd April 81. This employee joined on 2nd April 1981. In which department he is working? 20. Find 20 department minimum hire date. What is 20 department minimum hire date? 17 December 1980. Is this employee hire date equals to his department minimum hire date? No. Means this employee is not senior. Are you understanding? Write this query only. I want to get e-name, department number, hire date. Tell me, sir, what we need to write? Select e-name, comma, department number, comma, hire date from MPE, where hire date equals to hire date equals to select. What we have to find, sir? Min of hire date from EMP, where department number equals to E dot department. That's it. Outer query is passing employee department number to the inner query. That employee department's minimum hire date we are finding. If employee hire date equals to his department minimum hire date, he is senior. Check here. In 10th department, clerk is senior. In 20, Smith is senior. And in 30, Alan is senior. We are getting correct output or not? Check here. See here. In 10th department, clerk is senior. In 20, Smith. In 30, Alan. If you want to get in the order, use order by class. If you want to get this result in the order by. Department numbers I want to get in the ascending order by 2. See, we are getting in the order, observe. The 10th department, clerk is senior. In 20, Smith is senior. In 30, Alan is senior. In each department, most senior record we are getting. So all these are same model. So some minor differences are there. In first example, if employee salary greater than is a department average salary or not, that's it. In second example, is employee salary equals to is a department maximum salary or not, that's it. In third example, is employee hire date equals to is a department's minimum hire date or not, that's it. Like this. All these models are same. Some minor changes are there. All are correlated subqueries. So this is the way of using correlated subquery. Next, listen. I want to introduce two operators to you. One is exists and another one is not exists. See the syntax of exists? We write like this. Exists. In the exists parenthesis, we write subquery. You tell me, sir. Subquery means, is it select query or not? Subquery means always select query only. Means it selects some rows or not? Yes. So if it is selects rows, if it is selecting rows, means what? Rows existed. So exist returns true. Subquery selecting rows means rows existed. Suppose subquery not selecting rows. If rows not selected, means what? Rows not existed. Rows not existed. If rows are not existed, exist returns false. That's it, sir. Listen carefully. How to use exists operator? Exists of, we write subquery. Subquery means select query. Means it selects some rows. Suppose if it is selecting rows, means rows existed. So exist returns true. Suppose subquery not selecting rows, means rows not existed. Means it returns false. If rows are existed, exist returns true. If rows are not existed, exist returns false. In subquery, rows existed or not. To check that, we use exists. Not exist means opposite of it. Opposite of exists is not exists. See one example on exists. Display the departments. Display the department names which are having employees. Display the department names which are having employees. Now you tell me, sir. Is accounting department having employees? Uh, is accounting department having employees? Yes. What is the employee name? Is research having employees? What is the employee name? Smith. Is sales having employees? Yes. Allen? What? So what's the question here? Display the department names which are having employees. Accounting has employees. Research has employees. Sales has employees. Select these three names. Operations. No employee. Observe. In 40, no employee. So write like this. Select. What we want to select? Department name. Department names available in which table? Department. I'm giving alias name as D. Where in that department employees existed or not, I want to check. So I'm using exists operator. So write like this. Select star in that department employees existed or not, I'm checking in the EMP table. Where department number equals to E dot D dot department number. That's it. Right like this. Is a query. Understand now what is happening? First outer query will be executed. Outer query selects first row. This outer query is passing this department number to the inner query. Outer query is passing D dot department number to the inner query. D dot department number value 10. So this inner query will be executed. Now you tell me, sir, inner query selects how many rows now? According to this data? According to this data, inner query selects how many rows, sir? One row. One row selected means rows existed or not? Existed. So what exists returns now? True. So what will be selected now? Department name. Accounting. That's it, sir. Once again, I am writing the query. Observe. What is our requirement? Finding department name which is having employees. Display the department names which are having employees. So select department name. Department names available in which table? Department table. So in that department, employees existed or not, I want to check. So use the operator exists. In which table employees existed or not, we have to check in the EMP table. So right, select star from EMP where department number equals to D dot department number. That's it, sir. Understand the query now? According to execution process, first outer query will be executed. Outer query selecting first row from department table. First outer query executed. Outer query selecting first row from department table. Outer query is passing D dot department number value to the inner query. D dot department number value is 10. Now this subquery is selecting 10th department rows. So 10th department has one employee. So subquery is selecting one row here. Here one row selected. One row selected means rows existed. Rows existed here. So if rows existed, exists returns true. So now condition is true now. If condition is true, this department name will be selected. 10th department name selected. Accounting selected because accounting has employees. In the same way, again 5 steps, sir. Outer query selecting second row. Outer query selecting second row. Outer query is passing D dot department number to the inner query. D dot department number value 20. Now it is selecting 28 department rows. 20 has one employee. So one row selected here. One row selected means rows existed here. Rows existed means exists returns true. Condition is true. So this department name will be selected. So research will be selected here. Research is also having employees. Again, same 5 steps are fresh. Outer query selecting third row. Outer query selecting third row. Outer query passing D dot department number value to the inner query. D dot department number value 30. It is selecting 38 department rows now. 38 department has 2 employees. So 2 rows selected. 2 rows selected means rows existed. Exists returns true. So 38 department name will be selected. Sales has also employees. Last one, sir. Listen carefully. Outer query selecting fourth row. Outer query selecting fourth row. Outer query passing D dot department number to the inner query. D dot department number value is 40. It is selecting 40 department employees. Notice, sir, is 40 having any employee? No. Now, no row selected. Now, no row selected here. No row selected means rows not existed. Rows not existed here. If rows existed, exist returns true. But rows not existed. So, exist returns false. This department name will not be selected because condition is false. So, if subquery selects rows, rows existed. Exist returns true. If subquery does not select rows, rows not existed. If rows not existed, exist returns false. So 40 department name not selected. Like this it works. That's it, sir. So these 3 departments are having employees. Suppose same question. Display the department names which are not having employees. Same question, little bit I'm changing. Display the department names which are not having employees. Means if employees are not existed, select those department names. So instead of using exists, use not exists. Let me run these 2 queries. Observe. First query I'm running. So notice our table data here. Clear breaks. Select star from department. See here. Total 4 departments are there. Observe. Accounting, research, sales, operations. See our EMP table data. Observe here. See, 10 has 3 employees. 20 has 5 employees. 30 has 6 employees. But 40 no employee. Means 10 has employees. Accounting has employees. 20 has employees. Research has employees. 30 has employees. Sales has employees. But operations not having any employee. So I want to display the department names which are having employees. So I'm writing this query. Copy this. It is SQL command. See, sir, research, sales, accounting are having employees. Okay, research means 20, accounting means 10, sales means 30. Operations is not having any employee. That is why we are not getting operations. Suppose if we want to get the department names which are not having employees, use not exist. Operations. Operations is not having any employee. So 48 department, no row selected. No row selector means not existed. So not exist returns true. That is why that 48 department name selected. Like this it works. So this is the way of using exist not exist. Finally, the conclusion is if subquery selects rows, means rows existed. Exists returns true. If subquery does not select rows, means rows are not existed. So exists returns false. If subquery is selecting even if one row, means rows existed. If subquery if not selecting rows, means rows not existed. If rows existed, it returns true. If rows not existed, it returns false. So this is about exists and not exists. So if you're aware of this one, that is enough. So sometimes we need to understand the queries which are developed by others. If others are using exist, not exist, don't get confused. He's checking in subquery rows existed or not. In this subquery rows existed or not. Like this is checking. Is it clear about exist, not exist? Online students, please confirm. Is it clear about exist and not exist? See here. Next one. Next topic I'm introducing, sir. That is row ID. To crack interview question, we must have this knowledge, sir. Interviewers ask like this. What is row ID? What is row ID? Every row has some address, sir. Every row has some address. If you want to know that address, use this pseudo column row ID. What is row ID? Row ID is a pseudo column. Interviewers ask like this. Do you know any pseudo columns? You can explain about row num. In the previous session, I explained it. Row num. Today I am covering row ID. And next val is there. Next val, cur val. These two I cover in sequence chapter. These two I cover in sequence chapter. These are also pseudo columns. Row num in previous session I covered. To apply row numbers to records, we use it. Row ID to get address of row. ID means address. To get row address, we use it. Every row has 18 characters address is there. To get that address, we use it. It is used to get row address. ID means address. Okay, see one example on it. First example. Display department table, all columns, all rows. How to get department table, all columns, all rows, you already know. What we had read, sir? Uh, uh. Select star from department. Along with row IDs. Along with row IDs. Okay, I want to get row IDs also. How to get row ID? Use row ID pseudo column. To apply row numbers, we have written row number in the previous session. To apply row numbers, we use a row num like this. But can we write like this? No, error. In front of star, we cannot write like this. So give table alias now. How to give table alias? This is the way. For department table alias is D. So what we have write here? D dot star. What is the meaning of D dot star? D means department table. Star means D dot star means D dot star means department table all columns. So we are selecting department table all columns, all rows along with row numbers. But I don't want to get row numbers now. I want to get row IDs, sir. I don't want to get row numbers. Row numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 it is giving. I want to get row IDs. So instead of writing row num, what we are writing, sir? ID. Row ID. Every row address we get. Every row has 18 characters. Row address is there. Check here. See? Observe, sir. These are the row IDs. 18 characters, row ID is there. And 17 characters are same. Notice here. Only 18th character is different. Means these are stored in same memory block. In same memory block, these are stored. That is why 17 characters are same. Only 18th character address is different. So this is the way of getting row ID. Row ID means row address. This is 10th department row address. This is 20th department row address. Every row has 18 characters row address. Okay, when it is useful, understand this. It can be used to deal with duplicate records. To deal with duplicate records, it is useful, sir. Understand this point now? Suppose here one table is there, student 10 table, student ID, student name. Okay, this is the table data. By mistake, I introduced this row again. By mistake, second row again I introduced. Again I inserted. By mistake, this second row again I inserted. Now the question is, delete duplicate row. Delete this duplicate row. Did you understand the question? Question అర్థమైందా? So this is interview question. They give table like this. They ask delete duplicate row. To delete the record, which SQL command we have to use? ఈ రో డిలీట్ చేయాలి. ఈ రో డిలీట్ చేయాలి అంటే ఏ SQL command యూజ్ చేయాలి? Which SQL command we have to use to delete the record? Delete command is used to delete the records. Delete command is used to delete the records. So use delete command now. I want to delete this second row now. This duplicate row 1002B. So use delete command now. Delete. How to write? Delete from which table? Student 10. Where? Can we write like this? S name equals to B. Can we write like this, sir? If we write like this, how many rows will be deleted? How many rows will be deleted? 2 rows. Here S name B. Here also S name B. But what is our requirement? We want to delete only duplicate row. Did you understand the problem with this condition? If you write condition like this, 2 rows will be deleted, sir. But our requirement is deleting this duplicate row only. So I cannot write condition like this now. Okay, can we write condition like this? SID equals to 1002. Can we write like this? No. If you write like this, how many rows will be deleted? 2 rows will be deleted. But our requirement is deleting this third row, duplicate row. So now we cannot use any column name for condition. You cannot write the condition now. Those who don't know row ID, they cannot answer it. That is why interviewer asked this question. This is important interview question. Delete duplicate row. So if you don't know row ID, you cannot answer it now. Most of the students, they try like this only. After giving this question, they think about the condition like this. S name equals to. They think like this. Multiple rows will be deleted. No, this is not correct. Again, they think about IDs. Okay, again 2 rows will be deleted. Those who don't know row ID, they cannot answer it now. They get confused here. They struggled here only. That is the interviewer asked this question. Do you know row ID or not? To text that, he asked this question. So if you know row ID, write like this. Row ID equals to type row ID here. My machine row IDs, your machine row IDs are different. Type row ID in the single quotes. That's it. Whatever the row ID is there, whatever this row ID is there, for example, this row address is AAA, this row address is AAB, this row address is AAC. So here type that row ID AAC. So this AAC row will be deleted. So to deal with duplicate rows like this, row ID is useful. Let me show this one only. I'm creating this table. Create table. Student 10. SID. Number of 4. S name. Marker to often. I'm inserting the records. Insert into student 10. Values. 1001A. Another record I'm inserting. 1002B. Okay. By mistake, I'm inserting second row again. And I'm saving this data. Open and see the table data. Observe now. Select star from student 10. Now the question is, delete this duplicate row. So to delete duplicate row, check its row ID, find its row ID. So write like this, select row ID, comma, S dot, dot from student 10 S. See sir, row IDs. Copy this row ID now. So delete this third record. So I'm copying this row ID, write like this, delete from student 10, where row ID equals to type row ID in the single quotes. Now only third row deleted, observe. One row deleted. Open and see the table data. Duplicate record deleted, observe sir. AAC record deleted, observe. So if anyone is asking how to delete this duplicate record, then tell this one row ID. If you, even if you tell this term, opponent person understands that he know how to deal with duplicates. So row ID. Tell this term row ID. Using row ID, we can delete duplicate records. Okay. Did you understand this point, sir? Okay. Here one duplicate row is there. Here one duplicate row is there. So simply you are writing one row ID. Suppose assume that many duplicate rows are there. Many duplicate rows are there. And this first record also, many duplicate rows are there. A many rows duplicated. A many rows duplicated, B many rows duplicated. A many rows duplicated, B many rows duplicated. Now the question is, delete duplicate rows. So notice here how many duplicate rows are there, observe. All these are duplicate rows only. All these are also duplicate rows only. So B 4 duplicates, A 5 duplicates, total 9 duplicate rows are there. If we follow this way, how many row IDs we have to write? 9 row. Is it not becoming complex? Very complex. So that is why if many duplicate rows are there, we write one correlated subquery, sir. To understand that it takes some time. So that is why I prepared one video for you. So if you want to crack this interview question, delete duplicate rows from this table. It's a table. This table has many duplicate rows are there. B record duplicated for 4 times. A record duplicated for 5 times. 9 duplicate rows are there. Delete these 9 duplicate rows. This is a question. So to understand this query, it takes some time. So that is why I prepared one video for you. Watch this video. Video link is bit.ly/delete dupes. This is the link. Just open the browser. In the browser address bar, just type bit.ly/delete dupes. Type like this. Okay. So we get duplicate records. You get one YouTube video here. See here. So in this video, first I explained what is row ID. I explained. In this video, first I explained what is row ID. What is the purpose of it? I explained. Just now I explained it. Next I explained what is correlated subquery. What is correlated subquery? Its execution process I explained. This also I explained in our classroom. Okay. So just how to delete the duplicate rows. That query I explained here. So this is the final query to delete the duplicate rows. So to delete the duplicate rows, this is the query, sir. That query very clearly explained with execution process. Watch this video if you want to crack this interview question. But this is very, very important interview question. Many interviewers ask this one, delete duplicate rows. All these duplicate rows I want to delete. For this, write correlated subquery. How to write that correlated subquery that I explained in this video. Watch this video, try to understand it. But this is very, very important interview question. Many interviewers ask this one, delete duplicate rows. So in the classroom to explain it, it takes some time. So that is why I prepared video for you. Watch that video and understand it if you want to crack that interview question. So this is about subqueries. Subqueries chapter is over. Now, when I ask the questions, give the response here, test your knowledge. You tell me what is subquery? What is subquery? A query inside a query. In the subqueries, how many types are there? What are those? Non-correlated subquery, correlated subquery. In non-correlated subquery, first which query will be executed, outer or inner? Inner. Inner query passes value to the outer query. Then outer query will be executed. In correlated subquery, first which query will be executed, outer or inner? Outer. Outer query selects row. Outer query passes value to inner query. Now inner query will be executed. Again inner query passes value to outer query. Outer query condition will be tested. If condition true, select the row. So what are the differences between non-correlated, correlated? In non-correlated, first inner query will be executed. In correlated, first outer query will be executed. In non-correlated, the subquery gets executed one time. In correlated, the subquery gets executed for multiple times. These are the differences. In non-correlated, 4 subtypes are there. What are those? Single row subquery, multi-row subquery, inline view or inline subquery. Last one is what, sir? Scalar subquery. What is single row subquery? Subquery returns one row. In which class we write single row subquery? In the where class. In where class, how many subqueries we can write? 254. 254. What is multi-row subquery? Subquery returns multiple rows. In which class we write this subquery? Where? Inline view means in which class we write this subquery? From class. Scalar subquery means in which class we write subquery? Select class. Select class. In the where class, how many subqueries we can write? In from, how many subqueries we can write? Unlimited. In select, how many subqueries we can write? Unlimited. That's it, sir. This is about subqueries. Subqueries chapter is over. If it is clear, we can start next chapter, sir. Is it clear about subqueries? Online students, please confirm. Is it clear about subqueries? In the notes, that query is also there. Refer the notes. In the notes, how to delete duplicate rows. This is the query. This is a video link. In the notes, I mentioned it. In all chapters, the most easiest chapter is constraints. Very, very easily you can understand this chapter. But you have to listen. So chapter name is constraints. What is constraint? Why constraint? I'm explaining now. Pay attention, listen carefully. Constraints, you can say, integrity constraints, you can say. Understand this fine. I'm giving one example. Listen, understand. Suppose college wants to maintain math subject marks in the maths column. In the maths column, we want to maintain math subject marks. University is conducting 100 marks paper. Maximum marks are 100. So because of 100 is having 3 digits, we are declaring this column as number of 3. Number of 3, 3 digits are there. Number of 3. But because of 3 precision, now it accepts values between minus 999 to plus 990. Suppose student got 78 marks. Accepting. Suppose student got 56 marks. By mistake, I am pressing another key. 569 I am giving, sir. Please confirm, sir. Does it accept this record now? Yes. Because it can accept up to 999. But is it valid data, sir? Is it valid data? No. University is conducting 100 marks paper. Out of 100 marks, how a student can become 569 marks? How a student can get 569 marks? Okay. So if data accepted like this, it is biggest problem to the university now. If this kind of data is accepted, this is biggest problem to the university. Okay. Cockroach Janata Party will come. They will do dharna in front of university. Okay. So this is biggest problem to the university. University is conducting 100 marks paper only. How a student can get 569 marks? So to avoid such kind of problems, we use which concept, sir? Constraint concept. Using constraint concept, we can maintain valid data, correct data, quality data in the table. So just I'm applying the constraint. Check, check. Which column values we want to check? Maths. Check. Which column values we want to check? Maths. You tell me, sir, what is the valid data for maths column? If student is answering all answers perfectly, maximum how many marks he gets, sir? 100. Suppose student is writing hall ticket number. Student is writing his hall ticket number, submitting blank answer sheet. Minimum how many marks he gets, sir? 0. Marks value must be between 0 to 100. So mass marks must be between 0 and 100. This is valid data. So now this is called constraint. Check constraint. Check is a constraint. Constraint means you can understand like rule. That rule applied on specific column. So if anyone is asking what is constraint, simply say constraint is a rule. That rule applied on specific column. On maths column, this is check constraint applied. Check rule applied. Marks must be between 0 to 100. This is the rule. This rule applied using this check constraint. So what is constraint? It is a rule that is applied on specific column. That's it, sir. Why we are using it? Maintain quality data in the table. If this check constraint is not there, if this check constraint is not there, if user is giving 678, it accepts. If user is giving 569, accepts. 456 accepts. 234 accepts. But out of 100 marks, how a student can get 678, 569 like this? It is completely invalid data, sir. Complete invalid data university is maintaining now. This is biggest problem to the university. So to avoid this kind of problems, to maintain quality data in the table, we are using the concept constraint. On this column, apply check constraint. Check. Which column values we want to check? Mass. Mass value must be between 0 and 100. That's it. Now, understand now. Suppose I am entering 67, sir. Does it accept this data? Yes. Is 67. So mass column value 67. Is 67 falling between 0 and 100 or not? It is checking. Yes, true. Accepted. Suppose I am giving 123, sir. Does it accept this data? It gives error. It gives error now. Why it is not accepting? Mass marks value is 123. Is 123 falling between 0 to 100 or not? It is checking. Condition is false. So will not accept. So for this column, what is the valid range? 0 to 100. So like this, we can maintain quality data. So here we are maintaining quality data, accurate data, valid data in the column, in the table. So 2 points I told, sir. Chapter name is constraints. First point, what? Second point, why? What is constraint? Constraint is a rule. That rule we are applying on specific column. Okay, every constraint is a rule that is applied on specific column. Why constraint? To maintain quality data. To maintain quality data, or you can use the term accurate data, or you can use the term valid data in the table. We use constraints. Okay. This constraint general meaning is, if you see in the dictionary, constraint general meaning is what, sir? Restrict, restrict, limit, limiting, or you can take the meaning control. Any meaning you can take. Restricting, controlling, limiting. See here. I'm opening thesaurus. Constraint. Constraint meaning I'm seeing here. Constraint means controlling. Okay. See here. Constraint means controlling, limiting, restricting, restriction. Constraint general meaning is restricting, limiting, controlling. Opposite word is freedom. So that is the general meaning. So this constraint is restricting the user from entering this invalid data. User is entering this invalid data, sir. This user is entering this invalid data. Our constraint is restricting him. So this is constraint. Check is the constraint. This constraint is restricting this user. This user is entering 123. Invalid data is entering. So this constraint is restricting this user to enter this invalid data. If user is entering invalid data, constraint is controlling him. It is accepting values between 0 to 100 only. If less than 0 or greater than 100, error. So constraint general meaning is controlling or restricting. It restricts the user. Constraint restricts the user from entering invalid data. So with this, in the table, we can maintain only valid data, quality data, accurate data. So to maintain that only, we are using constraint concept. So Oracle SQL provides 6 constraints. What are those 6 constraints? Observe. First one is primary key. Second one, unique. Second one is not null. Third one is unique. Fourth one is check. Fifth one, default. Last one is references. These references can be also called as foreign key. So these are the 6 constraints. You tell me, sir, what is constraint? What is constraint? It is a rule that is applied on specific call. Why constraint? Why constraint? To maintain quality data or accurate data or valid data in table. We are using it. Suppose maths is a column. If user is entering 56, valid marks, accepting. If user is entering 101, invalid marks, error. If user is entering 254, invalid marks, error. So on this column, we are applying check constraint. This check constraint accepts values between 0 to 100. So this check is the constraint, means it is a rule. We are applying on this mass column. So with this, we are maintaining quality data, valid data here. Invalid data, it is not accepting. Less than 0, not accepting. Greater than 100, not accepting. Between 0 to 100 only, accepting. So with this, we can maintain valid data in the table. So like this, to maintain quality data in the table, we are using the constraint. Did you understand the purpose of constraint? Like this in many places we see, sir. Gender. M I am giving, sir. M means what? F means what? Female. Suppose user is entering like this Z, Q, W, R, T. Okay. Z means which gender, sir? Q means which gender, sir? We cannot understand. Invalid data. By default, it accepts this kind of data. Now, this is biggest problem to that company now. They cannot identify that person's gender. Whether he is male or female, they cannot understand now. Z means male or female. Q means male or female. They cannot understand. So this is invalid data. I don't want to accept this. So gender value must be M or F. So apply the constraint, check, check. Which column values you want to check? Gender. What is the valid data for gender? M, F. That's it. And now understand now. Suppose user is giving gender value as M. Gender value is M. Is M value in the list or not? It is checking. Yes. Accepted. Suppose user is giving user is giving gender as F. Is F in the list or not? It is checking. Yes. Accepted. Suppose user is giving Z here. Z. Is Z in the list? No. Z is not in the list. So it will not accept. Error. So like this, we are maintaining quality data. I'm entering Q here. Q not in the list. Error. I'm entering B here. B not in the list. Error. I'm giving M. M in the list. Accept. I'm giving F. F in the list. Accept. So like this, we are maintaining valid data in the table using this constraint concept. So total 6 constraints are there. You tell me, sir, what are the 6 constraints? First one is primary key. Second one, not null. Third one, unique. Next one, default. Next one, references. References can be also called as foreign key. One more time. Tell me, sir, total 6 constraints are there. What is first one? primary key. Second one, not null. Third one, unique. Fourth one, fifth one, next one, references can be also called as foreign key. These are the 6 constraints. Among these 6 constraints, first 3 constraints are talking about 2 points. What are those 2 points? Regarding duplicates and nulls. Understand this point, sir. If we set a column as primary key, I already told every constraint is a rule. So primary key is a rule that we are applying on particular column. So if we set a column as primary key that does not accept duplicates, does not accept nulls. This is primary key. Understand this point? Get T1 table. T1 is the table. In this F1 is the column. This F1 column int type, I am setting this as primary key now. F1 column is primary key now. If I insert 1, does it accept, sir? If I give 1, does it accept? F1 column I declared as int data type, sir. I'm giving 1. Does it accept this? I'm giving 2 here. Does it accept? Again, I'm giving 2. Does it accept? Why error? Primary key does not accept duplicates. Primary key does not accept duplicates. Suppose I'm not giving any value, means null. Does primary key accept null? No. Error. Not accepting null means value mandatory or optional. Not accepting null means value mandatory or optional. Mandatory. It cannot be null. It cannot be empty. Value is mandatory. If it is null, error. It is demanding for the value. So when value is mandatory, that should not be duplicated. Go for primary key. Simple. Once again, I am telling, sir, listen. Here, T1 is the table. In this F1 column, I am declaring as int data type. I am setting this as primary key. If I give 1, accepted. If I give 2, accepted. Again, I am giving 2, error. Because primary key does not accept duplicates. Suppose I am not entering any value, means null. I am inserting null here. So it is giving error. Primary key does not accept duplicates, does not accept nulls. Not accepting null means value is mandatory. When value is mandatory and that should not be duplicated, then go for primary key. Is this point clear? Now you tell me now, not null. Second one is not null. The name is giving the meaning. Does it accept nulls? No. No. Not null. Means it does not accept nulls. Does it accept duplicates? Yes. If it is also not accepting duplicates, if it is not accepting duplicates, you say that as primary key. So not null means it accepts duplicates but does not accept nulls. Not accepting null means value mandatory or optional. Null ante empty babu. Empty accept cheyatledante value compulsory anటుంది అది. It is demanding for the value. So value is mandatory here. Not accepting null means demanding for value. Value is mandatory here. So when value is mandatory and it can be duplicated, then go for not null. Next, unique. Unique means single. Means it does not accept duplicate. Unique means single. It accepts single values only. Does not accept duplicate values. Does it accept nulls? Yes. Accepting null means value mandatory or optional? Optional. Accepting null, accepting empty means value is optional, value not compulsory. So when value is optional and that must be unique, then go for unique. That's it, sir. Simple. So this is T1 table. The T1 table, F1 is the column. I'm declaring this as int data type. I'm setting primary key. Understand now? I'm getting 1. Does it accept? Yes. I'm getting 2. Does it accept? Yes. Again, I'm getting 2. Does it accept? No. Primary key does not accept duplicates. Suppose I'm getting null. Null means empty. It gives error. Primary key does not accept nulls. Next. Suppose this is F2 column. I'm declaring this as int data type. I'm setting not null constraint now. Understand now? Suppose I am giving 1. I'm giving 1. Does it accept, sir? Yes. Again, I am giving 1. Does it accept? Yes. It accepts duplicates. Not null accepts duplicates. Not null accepts duplicates. I'm giving null here. I'm giving null. Does it accept? No. Error. The name is giving the meaning. Not null. Not null does not accept nulls. Not accepting null means value compulsory. And it can be duplicated. It is not accepting null means value mandatory. And it should not be duplicated. When value is mandatory, it should not be duplicated. Then go for primary key. When value is mandatory, not accepting null means value is mandatory. When value is mandatory and it can be duplicated, then go for not null. Suppose this is F3 column. I'm declaring this as int. I'm applying unique constraint. Okay. I'm entering 1, sir. Does it accept this value? Error. Unique means a single. Unique does not accept duplicates. I'm giving null here. Does it accept null, sir? Yes. It accepts nulls. Nulls. Again, I'm inserting null. Does it accept? Yes. Null is not a value. Null can be multiple nulls also it accepts. 2, accepted. 3, accepted. Again, I'm getting 3. Error. Unique does not accept duplicates, but accepts nulls. So, not accepting null means value is mandatory. In not null also, not accepting null means value is mandatory. Unique accepting null means value is optional. When value is mandatory, it should not be duplicated. Then go for primary key. When value is mandatory and it can be duplicated, then go for not null. When value is optional and that should not be duplicated, then go for unique. So these 3 constraints are talking about 2 points regarding duplicates and nulls. So for your understanding purpose, I'm writing one table here regarding duplicates and nulls. I'm writing 3 constraints I explained. First one, primary key. Second one, not null. Third one, unique. When I ask the questions, give the response here. You tell me now. Primary key. Does it accept duplicates, sir? Primary key. Does it accept duplicates? No. Does it accept nulls? No. Not null. Does it accept nulls? No. Does it accept duplicates? Unique. Does it accept duplicates? Does it accept nulls? Yes. That's it. Primary key means does not accept duplicates and nulls. Not null means does not accept duplicates. The name is giving the mean. I'm sorry. Does not accept nulls. I'm sorry. Not null means does not accept nulls. The name is giving the meaning. Not null does not accept nulls. Unique. The name is giving the meaning. Unique means it does not accept duplicates. Value must be unique. Value must be single. It does not accept duplicates. So not null does not accept nulls. Unique does not accept duplicates. Primary key does not accept duplicates and nulls. Not null does not accept nulls. Unique does not accept duplicates. Primary key does not accept duplicates and nulls. Not null means does not accept nulls. Unique means does not accept duplicates. So this combination of unique and not null, this combination of not null and unique or unique and not null acts like primary key. Primary key does not accept nulls and duplicates. So you can understand like primary key is equals to primary key is equals to not null plus unique. So this is about three constraints. So to maintain quality data in the table, sometimes we need to apply like this. For example, I'm creating employee table, sir. Employee ID, employee name, job, salary. You tell me, sir. Can we set salary as primary key? Can we set salary as primary key? No. Because with same salary, many employees may be there or not. First employee salary 15,000. This third employee salary is also 15,000. Salary must be duplicated. If you set primary key, this duplicate salary will not be accepted. Problem. That is why we cannot set salary as primary key. Can we set job as primary key? Can we set job as primary key, sir? No. Suppose this employee working as clerk, this employee also working as clerk with same designation. Many employees may be there. So job must be duplicated. If you set primary key here, primary key does not accept duplicates. So a duplicate must be accepted. E-name. Can we set E-name as primary key, sir? No. With same name, many employees may be there. First employee name Sai. This last employee name is also Sai. But first Sai is clerk. This last Sai is manager. With same name, many employees may be there. Name must be duplicated. So that is why to identify this Sai uniquely, company is assigning one employee ID. If you take admission in the college, college is assigning student ID. If you open account in the bank, bank is assigning customer ID. If you join in the organization, organization is assigning employee ID. So to identify you uniquely, those organizations are assigning IDs. So 1, 2, 3, 4 ID. 1, 2, 3, 5 ID, 1, 2, 3, 6 ID. So this employee ID, I'm setting as primary key. Suppose if anyone is inserting record like this, suppose someone is inserting record like this, is not giving employee ID, but remaining details is giving. Name is Ravan, job is salesman, salary is 10,000. Now you tell me, sir, does it accept this record now? Does it accept this record? It gives error now. Because employee ID is what? Does it accept null? No. Without employee ID, is it accepting record? Without employee ID, is it accepting this record? No. Value is mandatory. Without employee ID, I don't want to accept the record. This is null. Null means empty. Primary key does not accept nulls. It is demanding for this value. Without employee ID, not accepting this record. So value is mandatory. Suppose I'm inserting one more record. 1, 2, 3, 4. Charan. Okay, his job title I'm giving as manager. Salary I'm giving as 40,000. Tell me, sir, does it accept this last record? No. Why? This is duplicate record. 1, 2, 3, 4 already assigned it to Sai. How can you assign this to Charan? So it gives error. Employee ID must be unique. So here employee ID mandatory. It should not be null. Employee ID value is mandatory and it should not be duplicated. When value is mandatory, it should not be duplicated. Then go for primary. Suppose I'm setting e name as not null, sir. E name as not null. With same name, many employees may be there. So I'm giving this duplicate value. Accept it. Suppose I'm entering this record now. 1237. I'm not entering name, but remaining details I'm giving. Clerk 10,000. Does it accept this record? No. It gives error. Because not null does not accept nulls. It gives error here, error. So if we set a column as not null, it accepts duplicates. With same name, many employees may be there. It accepts duplicates, but it does not accept nulls. Without employee name, I don't want to accept the record. Value is mandatory. Employee name is mandatory. Without employee name, I don't want to accept the record. With same name, many employees may be there. I want to accept duplicates. When value mandatory, it can be duplicated. Go for not null. When value is mandatory, don't accept null. And it should not be duplicated. Then go for primary. Suppose shopping mall wants to maintain mail ID, sir. One shopping mall wants to maintain customers' mail IDs. Some customers may not give their mail IDs. First customer has given his mail ID. Second customer he didn't submit. Null. Okay. So mail IDs are unique. I want to maintain unique mail IDs here. So I'm setting this column as unique. If I apply unique, if any another customer is submitting this same first customer mail ID, it gives error. Unique does not accept duplicates, but it accepts nulls. Nulls accepted. It accepts multiple nulls also. Second customer not submitted his mail ID. Fourth customer not submitted his mail ID. But this third customer submitted first customer's mail ID only. It is not accepted. Mail ID must be unique. In the entire world, your mail ID, your Gmail ID is unique. So to maintain a unique mail ID is like this, unique is useful. So this is clear information regarding primary key, not null and unique. These three constraints are talking regarding 2 points. First one is duplicates. Second one is nulls. You tell me, sir, does primary key accept duplicates? No. Does it accept nulls? Not null. Does it accept duplicates? Does it accept nulls? Unique. Does it accept duplicates? Does it accept nulls? That's it. Is it clear up to here? I'm stopping the session here. Today, just I covered theory. Tomorrow, same thing, practically I will show. Listen, in this week, I finished this module 1, tables, data